Right. So this is a weird video title. Okay. Why you should consider sleeping on the floor. So about a week ago, okay, I started sleeping on the floor. Okay, so I would put some blankets onto the floor. Now I have a carpet in my bedroom, right? But I put some blankets on anyway, and I just started sleeping on the floor. Now, what I found out, okay, this is gonna interest you. So, you know how, in general, you might have some kind of back pain, and that is ridiculous to say. Even for me, I'm 20 years old, right, and I'm starting to get back pain. That should not be the damn case. That should not be the case, right? But I think it is just because of my work. I just have to sit a lot, all right. However, although I cannot change the fact that I have to sit a lot, that might be the case for you as well, right? You might be in school, you might be in university, and you have to sit a lot because you're studying, okay, or just on a laptop a lot, okay. What I want you to try to consider is sleeping on the floor, because what I found out when I've slept on the floor, okay, my back has been hurting less and less. And what I think, okay, I am not a genius in this. However, what I've noticed is that I think, okay, the mattress is so soft that it doesn't support you in any way. You just kind of float down, right? But the ground is just completely flat, right? And your body has to support itself. Okay? And what that's doing is kind of like, I guess, strengthening it in some sort of way. Now I know there was this one video, I forgot who it was, but basically this video, he was explaining how there was this guy explaining how he started sleeping on the floor, and so I started trying it, right. And then what I've noticed as well, that like it's because obviously the ground is so hard, right. It's like a constant massage, right, for 7 8 hours. You got a constant massage on like one side, but then the next night you can just do the other side very easily. Okay, you just flip onto the other side, that's it. Okay. Now, what I've noticed, genuinely, I feel like limber. Okay, I feel quite a bit better. Now, I do have back pain somewhat. Okay, I still somewhat have back pain. However, after I incorporated basically just walking every day for like almost an hour, I felt a bit better. I think that also really helps. But what I want you to try is just just try it for like 1 week. Now, I promise you, trying it for like 3 4 days is gonna be brutal. Okay, you are not gonna be able to go to sleep. If you can, I will be very surprised. Let me know if you can actually get to sleep like very easily. If you can, you're a freak. All right, you're crazy. That's really cool. Okay, I'd be quite jealous because I struggled a lot, especially on my first night. It took me about 3 hours to try to get to sleep, and then I woke up an hour later, and I couldn't get back to sleep. It was horrible. But by like day seven, easy. All right, I was asleep in maybe 10 minutes, maybe. All right, still trying to get used to it, but getting more and more used to it. Now, what I've noticed as well, okay, um, the past few days anyway, I've been waking up with a dry throat. Now, what I've also recently done as well, okay, because I'm thinking about replacing my actual bed frame, because I'm actually thinking about doing this permanently, right? So, what I've done, okay, for the past few days is clear the bottom of my bed, and because it has a bunch of stuff inside, right? And then I think because I forgot to like clean it out, it's dusty in there, so all the dust has kind of like went around the room, right? So then when you are sleeping on the ground, you're breathing in all that dust, so then your throat is getting kind of dry. So what I would suggest you do, if you're trying this as well, don't don't have a dusty room. Basically, if you can, keep your room as clean as it can be, okay, even underneath your bed as well, okay. That should help, I hope. Now, what I would also suggest, actually, if you can, because then there was this one podcast that I watched about, basically it's to do with breathing. If you can keep it open, try to, so your windows, or even having a bit of airflow going into the room is really really helpful and just healthy for you in general. Now I know it can get cold, so if you need to, just shut it off or just use more blankets or something, okay, but that would really help you. Okay, I'm not sure why, but it's to do with not just physical health, but mainly with like mental health. I don't know what it was, but basically if you can, keep the window open. But if it's too damn cold, and I've got a really bad throat now, so I'm gonna keep it closed for the meantime. But I would recommend it genuinely. I would really, really recommend it. I would love to see a whole new wave of new musicians, all right, musicians who are smarter, cleverer, okay, yeah, smarter and just healthier, okay, and we're all sleeping on the ground, okay. Now that sounds really dumb, but I've noticed that it really helps me, especially with my back pain. But like in general, if you also work out a lot, it would help you a lot because imagine it's proven that like massages do help with muscle soreness, right, and relaxing the muscle more. Imagine getting a 7 hour massage, all right, each like every night you go to sleep. That's fantastic. That's great, isn't it? So if you love to work out as well, just do that. Just try sleeping on the ground. I would highly suggest it. It really, really helps me, and I want you to give this a shot. Just try it for 1 week, see where it goes, and afterwards, if you really do like it, I would suggest getting something called tatami mats, tatami bed, right? It's basically this like roll out mats that like the samurai used to use. All right, it was only used by like by upper class uh, samurai. All right, now it's still gonna be quite firm, but it doesn't mean but it means that you don't have to sleep on the floor anymore or with like blankets on the floor. You could just use that. All right, you can search it up, tatami mats. All right, that's what I'm genuinely thinking about doing. Okay, so once everything's cleared properly, I'm gonna get rid of my bed, get like the entire thing, the mattress as well, and then I'm gonna get a tatami mat. It's gonna be fantastic. All right, I will update you when I can, like in a week or something, and see if if I regret it. Okay. Now, if this video has helped you to basically sleep on the floor, all right, please subscribe. Please consider subscribing, okay? Because I plan to make you a musician of the future, a musician where you will basically be looked up to. Now, sleeping on the ground it's a bit weird, to be fair, but that's because no one else is really doing it. But I bet you this sort of thing is probably gonna pop off. I think a lot of people are gonna start doing this, okay? And we're gonna be the first ones to do it, okay? So if this has helped you, please subscribe. And if this video really, really has helped you, like if you come back to this video, then check out my one-to-one coaching. It's in the description of this video. And it's basically where I help you, obviously, just one-to-one. All right. And I will see you later. Bye bye.